Just a quick update before we get into it. I don't know how many people are still playing One Piece Odyssey. The new trailer for the DLC just got released with the release date. The release date is going to be May 25th. They also showed that Mihawk, NL, Perona, Law, Whitebeard, some few other people are gonna be in, I guess, the campaign story, and then there's gonna be two separate game modes, which is like Captain's Choice and limited something, which makes the game harder. I don't know all the details, but if you guys want, go ahead and head to the Bandai Namco channel. They got the trailer up. The trailer's hype. I'm not even done with the game. The game has been out for like 4 or 5 months now, and I'm still not done with this. I'm mad at myself. And there's still all these other games I want to play. By the end of the month, Diablo is coming out. That's probably going to be a big one for me. I still haven't finished BioShock Infinite, and I've been trying to do that for the longest, just so I can finish the series. I want to play Shifu. All right, anyways, let's just get to this. We take it one step at a time. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. Chapter 4 takes us to Water 7. And I was really excited because there's a lot of hype moments in Water 7 and what comes after. And I was wondering how they were going to deal with that, or how they were going to combine them together, or maybe just do one part of each. But as soon as we get to Water 7, Usopp tells us that he's going to stay with the Going Merry. And I understand why. If you know, you know. Then I started to know there's a trend. In Alabasta, Robin kind of stayed behind or left the group for a bit. This time, Usopp does. Kind of puts some limitations on the group as well for combat purposes and story-wise. I get it. We also get a cutscene about Luffy and Usopp and the fight they had. They also hint that Aokiji's on the island after you see his bicycle and everything. Once we get into the Water 7 area or city area, we're looking for Lucci. The team decides they just want to take out Lucci and get this done with as quickly as possible. So we head for Galley Law immediately in order to get the information to rob Lucci. And once we get there, we end up meeting this old lady. I guess she has information or whatever. I kind of skipped past the dialogue. Don't be mad at me, okay? I wasn't that interested. I was ready to get to it. She says she'll let us know where Rob Lucci is or where the team is after we find her 2 daughters. So once you find her 2 daughters, which you have to go around the shipyard, I think I'll show where they are on screen. After you find the 2 daughters, you can head back to her and she'll give you the information, which sends you to the mayor's residence. Once you get to the mayor's residence, you run into Aokiji. It only took like an hour, maybe an hour and a half to even get here. If you're not collecting anything, you can get through it pretty quick. It only took like an hour. I didn't think the Aokiji fight would happen so quickly. That's just how this arc starts, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm with it. I think I'm strong enough to fight him. One Piece Odyssey has been pretty easy so far. My team is kind of stacked. I've been keeping up with my jewelry and everything, my settings, and they're pretty high level. The fight with Aokiji wasn't hard. You don't even get to finish him off. You just get him down to like 20-25% health, and then it just hits into a cutscene. By the end of the whole situation, Luffy ends up frozen, Nico's end up frozen, and the team is left looking for a way to take care of them and get away. So they take Luffy and Nico back to the Going Merry. Once they get to the Going Merry, they see that Usopp and the Going Merry are gone, and the Franky family is there. So we get in a fight with the Franky family. We dismantle them quick, nothing crazy. After the Franky family is defeated, we leave there and we're looking for a way to still help the team because we need to take care of them first. We end up going to this hot spring, trying to get them in, let them defrost in the hot water or whatever. I guess that works, boiling people after they've been frozen. Look, bro, I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I just play the game. During that, we're talking to like the owner or the bodyguard or whatever he is. And Iceberg appears and he says, hey, I'll help you guys out. So we get Nico defrosted, we get Luffy defrosted, and then Nico ends up still like sick. So she's out of gameplay for a while. Luffy's perfectly fine. And from that point, we have to get the Going Merry and Usopp back. So we start looking for the Franky family. At this point, Iceberg tells us that he's related to Franky. The whole like backstory. If you've seen the anime, you know. And he gives us like a hint of where the Franky family hideout is. And we head over there. So for the part with the Franky family hideout, it wasn't that hard. The systems were really basic. It was turn these knobs, lower the water, and then get to the bottom. The hard part was One Piece Odyssey does not let you jump down. You're not jumping over ledges or anything. You can only do that if you have something to grapple onto. It was more like a maze than a puzzle. A lot of the situation was me being stuck on the top side and trying to find my way down. And then there's a certain area which repeats, I want to say 2 or 3 times, where you're on this ledge. You can either go down or you can go to the left. And those just got a little confusing. It just added some time to it. I thought it was unnecessary, but it is what it is. Once we get inside the Franky family's hideout, then we find Franky. Franky is over here talking hella shit. So, you know, we slap him in the mouth a couple times. After that, we rescue Usopp. Everything is looking good. Till CP0 pops in. Oh, sorry, CP9 pops in. And they give the Straw Hats the 1-2, bro. They give you the Popeyes number 5, no biscuit. It was a whole bundle. So we fight Rob Lucci. Gameplay-wise, we beat him, of course. But when we go back to the cutscene, Lucci dumpsters us. And then he walks away with Franky and Usopp. And he says, what does he say? He says, it's not my fault you have weak subordinates, Straw Hat. I was like, God damn, relax, Lucci. This man is a menace. At this point, we head back to Iceberg, telling him what happened and how, and asking him how we can get to Enies lobby. Overall, the whole chapter 4 took me about 6 hours. And I try to condense this down to like crucial points so you get a good image of how the chapter played out. So I'm probably going to make this a second part. But Iceberg helps us and gets us the ship to go across and get to the Enies lobby. After the Straw Hats leave on the water train, we get another cutscene of Iceberg hearing a voice call out to him. Turns out it's the Going Mary. She just wants to go for one last ride. And that plays a part in the next, I guess, in Enies lobby. Once again, if you know, you know. I'm not out here trying to spoil One Piece for people, okay? I know it's old, it's a long show, people complain about it all the time. But if you have the time, go watch it. It's greatness.
奴らはすでに海列車でエニエスロビーに向かっているだろう。そして今はアクアラグナが迫っている。まあ船だと出せんだ。
頼むよおっさん、仲間が危ねえ。フランキーも一緒にさらわれたんだ。
確かにな。当時自らをカティ・フラムと名乗っていたフランキーは大事故によって数年姿をくらます。4年後生還したフランキーにナビ出したアイスバーグは師匠のトムから託された古代兵器プルトンの設計図を彼に渡す。そして世界の命運を握る恐ろしい兵器の復活を防ぐため図面とともに町から出るように頼む。だがフランキーは設計図を手放したアイスバーグが政府に狙われる危険を感じ町に残ることを決断するのだった。そしてアイスバーグは市長としてフランキーはゴロツキをまとめる解体屋として表と裏それぞれがウォーターセブンの顔役となっていった。言ったか、まったく無茶な連中だ。なんだこの音は。お前なのか。俺をペットマンを得たり君はアクアラグナで荒れる海を越え四方の島エニエスロビーへとたどり着いた。